Warning, the following show contains strong language and content that may not be suitable for a younger audience. The show can also contain spoilers for any and all anime and manga, so always check the description below for any relevant spoiler warnings. Thanks for listening.
Frick.
That sounded like a beatbox. That was too gangster for Manimal. He wouldn't have liked it. Hey! Merry Christmas! Woo!
Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
Happy holidays to you all.
I thought you were going to say Happy Hanukkah for a second. I don't know why I'd get angry at you
Happy
saying that.
Hanukkah too, you know?
Yeah.
Happy Hanukkah. Joyous, what the fuck,
tonight.
Kwanzaa?
What do you mean you got angry?
No, I didn't get angry. I was like going to say, what the fuck, did you even say Happy Hanukkah? And then I realised, why would I need to mention that? Because it's absolutely fine to say that. Happy Hanukkah, everyone. Merry Christmas. And, well, Merry Christmas is just gone. It's been and gone. But it's a Christmas miracle. My name is Simon, better known as Vacant, but we are joined by the ghosts of Christmas past. Josh, better known as Noisy.
What's up, guys?
He's here in the flesh. It's amazing. Noisy, it is a pleasure and an honour to have you back on.
It is a pleasure and an honor to be back on myself, yes.
Good.
Thank you for having me back.
Well, the door is open at any time. Noisy's...
You make it sound like we made you stop coming on at some point.
Yeah. We should stress for any new listeners out there that we've picked up over the year, which there's some. Noisy is a co-founder of the Happy Hour. He is just a very, very busy boy, unfortunately.
A little bit, unfortunately. You know, I'd like to come back on when I can. That would be when I have more free time. I'd love to start up again.
That sounds like a promise that he's just made to us. Therefore, more Noisy coming in 2017. That's definitely what I just heard. That's all.
More Noisy confirmed.
Yeah, more Noisy freak.
New
Noisy
Year's
confirmed for
resolutions,
Smash.
you know, they're coming up.
Yeah, they are. We're gonna get into that a little later, actually. Speaking of a blast from the past, he was on the one of the 12 Days of Christmas, the very first one, in fact, but a man that we've missed just as much. It's Mr.
Oh, hey, hello.
Hello. It is a pleasure to hear your...
Some time. It's like I just feel so bad not giving out my silky smooth tones all this time.
I admit, it's been a hole in my soul. I don't know why I made that rhyme. I don't know. And a departing in my heart. No, never mind. I've missed you. Sherbet has been a long time.
Aww.
Let's ignore those terrible rhymes.
I've missed you too, babes.
Oh, stop. But yeah, no, we've got Sherbet and Noisy together. Once again, it feels like the stars have aligned. And
The romance we've always wanted.
The bromance that was never always ill-advised, but always wanted.
The shippers are going crazy.
But let's make this threesome into a fantastic four. It is, of course, the smartest man this side of the planet, Matt, better known as Coryn.
Hello. I mean, maybe? I don't know. Unlikely.
I must be on the other side then.
I was going to say, I think I share a side of the planet with Neil deGrasse Tyson. He probably beats me by a margin.
Let me ask you this. Could Neil deGrasse Tyson list his top 10 favourite Moe girls? I'm just saying.
No, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you could. I see that.
I don't have a top 10 Moe girls. It's not my genre.
Well,
You're not helping your case here, Coryn.
yeah, right.
Really.
You're demoted now.
I don't know if that had anything to do with intelligence, though.
It
Has everything to do with
It
intelligence.
almost certainly does.
And rounding this fantastic foursome into a fearsome fivesome, I guess, is the buffest man on that side of the planet. And it is Nairbons.
It is me, The Rock. You may know me as Dwayne Johnson outside of Manga Raiders, but I'm here and I'm talking with you and my 10 favorite Moe girls.
That's what we're theming this episode about. Fuck Christmas and New Year's. But unfortunately, we're not going to do that because we are missing the manimal himself. Unfortunately, this week he can't make this one. The streak has been broken, but
just wouldn't be right to talk about Moe without him.
Exactly. I'd feel like we were trampling on his grave. He'll be back next year, and we'll have a very special episode next year. Oh God, yeah, it will be next year. Shit, what am I saying?
Oh Lord!
So today we're not talking about Love Live.
We're not talking about Love Live today. Unless you
but my top 10 list. It's mostly Love Live.
Unless you want to air some controversial views about Love Life now without fear of repercussion from Manimal.
I don't know. I think he'll know regardless whether he's here. He has that sixth sense.
My love life sense is tingling.
My love life sense. He'll just know. He will just know somehow, some way. But yeah, speaking of which, it is as we speak the 26th of December. It is Boxing Day for us in the UK and probably in America. I don't know.
I think you have to do it in Canada. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if
it's on our calendars, but nobody gives a shit.
It's just another excuse for us not to do anything after Christmas.
Yeah,
it's an excuse for us to eat more.
Yeah, and stay off work. So
exactly.
I remember as a kid seeing Boxing Day on my Star Wars calendar and thinking, "Do we watch boxing today?"
I was confused.
Everybody fights.
I was confused at the name. I thought
that
Boxing
sounds
Day.
like a good British holiday.
All that
We've
anger.
had peace on Earth. Now it's war.
It's kind of like a tame version of The Purge.
Every December 26th, you punch a German in the face.
A gentleman's version of The Purge, because it's like
why a German?
I did it just because.
Based on the Christmas time truce back in World War I, that was immediately followed by "Let's kill Germans." It's tradition now. Whenever you feel too much peace, you gotta
kill a German.
Get it out of your system by fighting.
World War I was not carried out with guns; it was carried out by boxing, an honourable sport.
It was a glove slap, and then some boxing gloves were donned, and you went on. That was what the trenches were for. They just marked out where the rings were. It was just a free-for-all.
To keep this tradition alive, we have not invited Lego on for fear of wanting to fight him.
We love you, Lego. He's probably drunk somewhere. He's probably passed out now as we speak, so he wouldn't be in a fit
You bastard.
state. But I think that'd be a good tradition, actually, because all through the year, that passive aggressiveness just pents up. There should be just a day where you can finally just let it out. If it needs to engage in fisticuffs, you can. That's the most British thing I've said today. And then it's all good for the new year. Then you've got it all out your system, and it's all good. Speaking of, I'd like to punch some fucker. I know it's Christmas and everything. I'm very much people person, but on the way home. We were coming on the way home, right? Me and my girlfriend, and we were doing the speed limit, obeying the speed limit like good law-abiding citizens, as we are. And this taxi was right behind us, taxi cab, right up our arse. No, it's 12:30, quarter to 1 in the morning. There's no other fucking cars on the street, but it's just right up our arse. We're doing the speed limit, so he then pulls out and overtakes us, and the kid in the passenger seat, who was about 18, no older than that, stuck his fucking fingers up at us. I was like, listen, you little bitch. We got to the lights, and we almost pulled up side by side, but there was another taxi there blocking us, so we were like diagonally behind them, to the back and to the right of them. It's like, if we were eye level, motherfucker, you'd be game. I'd roll the window down, be taking some bitches out, I would. Little fucker.
Yeah, but to be fair, I mean, how old was this kid?
About 18, 19. He was a kid. He was young.
So 18, 19, all right, that's a bit different. Like, I mean, I used to do that when I was like 12, just like stick my fingers up at the cars behind me until we reached the lights and someone came out of the car and like came over and had a word with the driver, and I've not done it since. So
do that as a kid until my parents.
I was caught out. I admit that.
I could have been that guy who got out of the car and had a word, but probably less imposing and less intimidating version. Just could you not stick your fingers up, please? It was very intimidating. It triggered me. But anyway,
were you triggered by the 18-year-old?
I was triggered. #triggered. I'm going to write about it on Twitter and then Hopefully you'll
don't.
see it one day.
Not Twitter.
Not Twitter. I should get on Twitter again. I shouldn't be in charge of our social media account because I'm too lazy to update it.
I was on our Twitter the other day, and I liked one of our posts, forgetting that I was also in control.
The Manga Raiders Twitter liked a post by the Manga Raiders Twitter.
Well, of course
Yes.
we liked it.
What a fan base we have.
We got a like. Oh man, Christmas came this year.
It's a Christmas miracle. Lego likes. Oh no, it's just us. Never mind. But no, speaking of Christmas, we'll start from the order that we went with. Noisy, how was your Christmas? How has everything been going for you in general since the last time we spoke?
In general, well, in one word, I'd sum up everything as busy. But you know, work's busy. I was working up until the 23rd, and and then had a very nice Christmas meal with extended family. So 20 of us around a dinner table, but not as stressful this year as it usually is. So that was nice. And then every year we kind of do this thing where we go to some family friends for Boxing Day. So today, and every year they basically make us play games like Pictionary or what's that? Trivial Pursuit and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I never saw Trivial Pursuit.
This year they hosted a full-on murder mystery, and so everyone got dressed up, and I dressed up with a suit and a bow tie because I was the butler, and we basically all had kind of roles and answer sheets for questions that people were asking when they were mingling and stuff like that. I was just reading my character's sheet, and you know how in the films it's always the frickin' butler, and
Yeah.
I was like, my character does not do himself any favors. He's like a credit card thief, and really shady. He delivered the murder weapon to the room that the murder took place in, and I didn't do it, but I was just like. And like the butler didn't do it, but I was just like, really, you're not doing yourself any favors, mate.
Did you get falsely accused?
I did, by half the room.
I guess there really wasn't no favors done then.
But you know, it was actually a lot of fun. My entire family, we're not big on acting and stuff like that. But once we got there and got into it, and no one was really taking it too seriously, but we had a bit of fun with it, and it was just like really fun. It's my first experience doing a murder mystery, so it was cool. So that's been my like Christmas holidays so far.
It's always something I've wanted to do, like the murder mystery stuff.
Yeah, definitely one for the bucket list. I've always been intrigued. Because you feel like people wouldn't take it seriously, but when you are in the moment, they will. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I get right in character.
It doesn't. Even
I did
have
it
to be
once.
that,
It was
like,
a fun time.
intense. Yeah, a lot of it. We're just sitting around the table, like asking each other questions and reading out things. But it's really funny when you like put on accents and go full on into it. But like you don't have to.
What was your accent like? I think you should put on your accent.
Posh.
I think you should give your accent for the rest of the show.
His lordship does not take kindly to visitors.
You do sound like you murdered somebody.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a creepy accent for
no wonder you got accused.
No,
One problem with those activities is when people ask you a question and you have to respond with something like, I don't know because my character sheet hasn't told me that yet.
I mean,
Maybe.
it's worse than like somebody asks you questions like, how are you doing today? And your character sheet is like, laugh maniacally. I don't know.
No wonder
I had
you.
some friends who combined I had some friends who went to a thing that was like one of those murder mysteries, but combined with an escape room.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
I had to go through the scenario to like get the clues to figure out how to get out of the locked, mansion or whatever the hell they were supposed to be.
That's cool.
That sounds really cool. No, because I've done a escape room, but I've never done like the murder mystery. I can imagine the two combined.
Yeah.
Like, they'd lend themselves really well. I was going to say, no wonder you've done a murder mystery already then there with your lockbox of accents that you've got displayed.
But I didn't really use any. I think because it took place in America, and I was like just some guy who I think I was like the husband of a maid or something.
Oh, you could have.
I don't know. I remember I went there with my girlfriend, and it turns out she was the murderer, and like had left out the part that she was a Chinese acrobat. And that plot point never came up. So when it turns out she was the murderer because she did a whole bunch of like jumping around the house and then killed the dude and ran away, nobody knew that she did that.
She did 3 backflips to get through the window. Didn't you know she was an acrobat? Oh.
Our scenario was fantastic. It turned out that my brother, who was playing the most incompetent French inspector you've ever met in your life, murdered him by accident because he was in love with the chef who was played by the hostess of this dinner party we were at, by the way. So like middle-aged woman, and he ended up murdering him because she had been fired, and he thought it was unjust. I was just like, really? That's what you're going with?
Wow.
Now the question is, do you run into that many French inspectors that you can really compare the two? Is that just what happens in England every other day?
There's a lot in London. There's at least several hundred of them running around the streets of London at any given day.
The best part was the names for all the characters. They were all really awful puns, like Inspector Deneau and the musician D minor and M Fatale. It's just terrible.
I love Inspector.
I was the only one as the butler.
I think Christmas is all about puns anyway.
What's your best Christmas joke?
What do snowmen have for lunch?
And
Icebergers. End me.
Sherbet, how was your Christmas week?
My Christmas week has been, it's been decent. The final week of work was so quiet that I spent the entire time trying to convince my manager that it would not be a point worthy of invoking a disciplinary action if I brought a deck of cards and played solitaire for the entire time. That didn't pan out.
Okay.
Then Christmas Eve was all drinking. Christmas Day was hangover and Christmas movies. And then today, my family all celebrate stuff on Boxing Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more convenient for some reason.
Yeah.
It still escapes me after about 26 years of my life. So yeah, I've not long came back from that after several flasks of wine because we decide to empty out all the bottles and put them into flasks. And quite a few sambucas inside coffee. So
that's a weird combination.
Sambuca and coffee. It's amazing.
I suppose
it perks you up. It perks you up when you want to stand up, but you can't because you go sideways. It's amazing.
I mean,
but we spent the whole time playing things like basically all the kids in the family, they brought all their games. So there was like that sort of, I don't know if you know the game that's like Pie Face.
Yeah.
And it's literally just turn a cog until you get hit with whipped cream.
Yeah.
There's not really an objective beyond that.
We played that last year. For those who don't know what it is, it's basically a very simple mechanic where you put your face in the hole of the machine, and there's a lever arm which has a hand. You put squirty cream on there, like whipped cream.
Yeah, you've just basically got to turn it a certain amount of times, and there's pretty much a 100% chance you'll get hit with cream in the face.
Yeah.
Kids first Russian roulette.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Can we edit that
Gotta
scene
introduce
from the
them
deer
to
hunter in
Ellie.
Vietnam from Russian roulette to just, I don't want to get hit with a pie in the face?
The worst thing is, though, because it's like, it doesn't even hit you in the face. It's just where it's positioned and having a adult head. That's a weird.
Goes up your
phrase.
nose.
Yeah, it literally, it's just a big blob of like whipped, like squirty cream from a can, and it just hits you directly in the nose. And no matter how much you shower and scrub and wash away at your nostrils, you can still smell that taint of like cream for a few days after, and it smells like
Oh,
sick.
no. It wasn't.
Ugh.
That's the thing, though. Like, I thought that I was the stereotypical Scottish alcoholic, right? But the side of the family I was with were Italian. And my father, who is in his mid-70s, anytime it wasn't a kid from the family that was playing the game, first the cream would go on, and then he would pour a very strong liqueur called grappa onto the cream. But it wasn't really going in people's mouths, it was just going into their eyes, and it didn't work out the way he hoped. So...
Except like when he did it, he just kind of started licking the pie tin.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. He refused to play. He just wanted to see the torture of others.
I see.
A smart man.
So,
That's
yeah.
I'm seeing a trend in the family.
Yeah, that's a good old game that's I didn't want to play this year. I got away without playing it this year, so I'm happy for now anyway. There's a lot more celebrations to get through between now and the 2nd of January, but hey ho.
How about your own Vacant?
Myself, yeah, well, we said in the last episode that's not come out yet, which hopefully will be out at some point before now. It should have been
Making
out.
that point completely irrelevant. Continue.
Never mind. But yeah, I have been ill and very busy. I'm just so happy that the 12 Days of Christmas is done. It's in the books. It's done. Huge thanks to Nair and Manimal, and Geekula guys as well, and you, Coryn, because you guys like saved the show on more than one occasion. So awesome. We will be better planned next year. I'm just glad it's over.
We did better this year than the year previously.
In our
It's an
defense,
upward slope.
yeah, in our defense, we did a lot of planning, and we did get a lot of the episodes pre-recorded, and then unfortunately several of us fell ill and incredibly busy at work, which is unavoidable. It was just like how my shifts fell. I couldn't record late in the evening, and certain plans fell through, so it was one of them. But next year it will be sorted. But it was good, and I hope people enjoy it. Cards Against Humanity was definitely my favourite again this year, I think. And Drunken Tales.
I missed that.
Yeah, we love you guys, by the way, if you do listen to it. Noisy and Sherbet and mostly Lego.
We're all our friends.
I feel I'll need to go back to this now. I'm so gutted I didn't get into the Cards Against Humanity one.
And mostly Lego. We do love you very much. Just
He's not been seen since.
He hasn't.
We should put out an ad.
What's happened?
But it was but yeah, it was really good. I was recovering. The 23rd and 24th were spent pretty much shopping and wrapping. I spent a good 5 hours wrapping presents on the Christmas Eve, but it got done in the end. And Christmas Day was just really nice and chilled out. I got to spend the morning with my girlfriend. We got spoiled, good company, good food, good presents, all sorts of stuff. It was really, really good. And then today I was back in work, but not till late, so I got to have a lie-in and a nice Boxing Day dinner, which is kind of a tradition in our family. So it was really good. You can't complain spending time with your family. In terms of board games, we got to play Monopoly for the first time in God knows how long. It was Marvel Monopoly, which was confusing as fuck. Because
Yeah.
Because like the I thought when it was Marvel Monopoly, I thought, okay, it's going to be like, Stark Enterprises and stuff like that, and his tower as like one of the locations or something. It was actual comics, like comic issues. So like Amazing Spiderman was the most expensive one. Like it was Mayfair, which is the English equivalent.
Yeah.
And then like the hotels, they just had houses and hotels as like the plastic models as you would always get in bog standard Monopoly, but they called them bags and cases, and it was so confusing. It was like, oh, if you put a bag on there, put a bag on that.
That
on
sounds
that one.
like somebody at the Monopoly company had like 5 minutes to submit their idea for the game.
Because I get it, it's like a protective sleeve for the comic, but then it's a house that you
Shaped
put
like
on
a
there.
house.
And who decides what comics are worth what? Because that could cause like whole fights on its own.
I mean, I think objectively we can say what comics are worth the most.
Well, Hulk was worth a lot more than Iron Man's section. Iron Man was like yellow, whereas no, it was red. Hulk was like green. I'm not having that. But Iron Man and Hulk were worth a lot more than Captain America.
We'll ask the Geekula guys, and they can tell us.
They can tell us.
I bet you they color-coded it. I bet you that's what they did. They just color-coded it.
Maybe. Yeah, that makes more sense.
What color is this hero?
Hulk is the color of money. Money is expensive. Hulk is money.
Hulk is money. I'm telling you, player, Hulk is money. That's a new accent. We'll add that to the catalogue of Vacant's incredible accents. Unidentified attempted ones. But yeah, it was really, 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 really cool. I got to chill out. Problem is, do you ever have this dilemma where you don't have a game to focus on for months on end? You just have like FIFA or, call it something that's not really substantial. I like an RPG that I can get my teeth into. So I have Final Fantasy 15, but now I also have Pokemon Moon, Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
And
I got to speak to you about Final Fantasy 15 at some point, Bacon. Got to have that discussion.
We will have a discussion on Final
I
Fantasy
am
15.
thinking about picking that one up on Friday.
Go for it. You won't regret it.
I bought the movie, which is excellent if you haven't seen it yet.
I've watched it.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's really
Good
fun.
action film. Good action film.
It's good.
So I'm excited for 15. I've been playing the free Final Fantasy on the phones, getting myself psyched up.
You will not regret getting it. And anyone who's got it for Christmas, run with it. It is good. It starts strangely for a Final Fantasy. You have your whole party there, and that's weird because I'm used to like getting your party. It's not as traditional RPG, but it is really, really good.
It's had quite I mean, people love the story on it, but apparently it's had quite a bit of flack just on the. It's been basically called Final Fantasy Boys Night Out. But I've not played it, so I don't know the context to that.
Do you know?
I mean, it's basically you and your three bros on your stag do, right?
Basically, it's
to use the British term.
You are on a stag do, essentially.
We could have a whole other conversation about this, so I think maybe we should get on with
save it. Yeah,
other people's Christmases.
Yeah,
Tune in later for the Final Fantasy 15 episode. Back to Christmas.
We'll have to do one. Yeah, but that was awesome. Titanfall 2, really, really enjoyable. It's very satisfying running around in a mech. Okay, Coryn.
Yes.
Start with you, my friend. Well, not start with you, but we'll move on to you then. How was your Christmas week? And
weekend is probably the right term for it. I've been extremely busy as work, as everyone knows. I went home on Friday night.
You did?
Yeah, I did. And Christmas Eve, which was Saturday, was just sort of non-existent almost. Like I helped clean and make some pies and Jello salad and whatnot. And then I woke up on Christmas morning and almost forgot about it until that point.
Oh shit, it's Christmas.
What, you actually forgot Christmas existed?
I knew it existed, but it was just kind of... I still woke up and it struck me as odd because I wasn't in that mindset of, oh man, it's Christmas.
Coryn forgot his Christmas spirit. To be fair, I woke up and I was like, oh shit, it's Christmas. Yeah, oh my god, this is it. You've got to get yourself psyched up for the rest of the day.
Yeah, like I did real fast, like, gotta, Christmas. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna get shit.
Candy canes.
No,
I've just got an image of Coryn in the mirror going, Christmas, you will enjoy it. Candy cane, bitch.
I am the candy cane. As is my wrestling persona. But no, I got some good stuff. I got some nice books by Stephen Hawking. I got a book by King James I about witches.
Ooh.
Which I can't tell if it's written in like proper like Shakespearean English or is just like a really bad translation from the Chinese or something. Because like 90% of the time, U's, like the letter U is replaced with V, and the V's are replaced with U's, but sometimes they're not. And every once in a while, there's just like a weird backslash in the middle of a word.
That'd be a really good game to play. Bad translation or Shakespearean.
Yes, King James I, the Emperor of China. I believe that
was by
Han
Google
Dynasty.
Translate.
But it did give me an interesting idea for an episode, which we'll have to get Malua to agree to, but might be interesting.
Okay.
That makes
Burning Witches live on podcast.
God.
I was going to do sort of a mock witch trial, given my knowledge that has been imparted to me by King James I in England.
I love it. Love it.
I'm sure she'd be down for it.
probably. You know, it was good. Got some good stuff. Saw my family. Nothing to complain. Drove back today, and I got to go back to work tomorrow. But I do have this Friday off, so I think I'm gonna do some stuff. Maybe see Star Wars again. I don't know.
I still haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, something I do need to see.
But that's me.
I think this is the first time I've seen something Star Wars before everyone here.
Yeah. Well, I believe Nair's seen it.
I have.
Speaking of Nair, how was your Christmas, buddy?
Well, I worked until about 7 o'clock on Christmas Eve. I missed being able to join my parents, going to see my grandparents on my dad's side.
Oh.
And then Christmas Day, we drove to Omaha to spend time with my grandparents on my mom's side and the rest of that family. And then we ate way too much and drove back today.
Fair enough.
So that was pretty much my Christmas.
Is your life gonna go back to somewhat normal now that the season's over? I don't imagine you have a great big Earth Day sale coming up.
Well, you say that, but happy Earth Day, everyone.
You might need to explain.
Working.
Is it Earth Day?
You might need to explain what that is.
Do you guys
It's
not
just
have Earth Day?
What about Arbor Day?
The UK doesn't care about the Earth.
No, I mean Earth Day is just like go out, plant a tree, you know, that kind of shit.
I did that when I
You
was a
don't
kid.
have trees.
It
Yeah,
seems like
it's all grey here.
that's what we did
We're in a
like
wasteland.
in elementary school. Every Earth Day we'd plant a tree, and then it feels like every next Earth Day we'd plant another tree in the same spot because the first one died.
It's just chimney stacks here. That we at least we decorate them for Christmas trees and come in the winter time. It's good.
Yeah, the United Kingdom
Yeah, I
is
saw
also just
Mary
called the
Poppins.
Barons.
Wonderful documentary.
I'll have to have a look.
So yeah, I've got New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off, and then things will be slowing down January, February. That's kind of our slow month, but I'm no longer doing marketing around Christmas time. So I'm going to be able to sleep and have weekends again, and that'll be nice because, oh boy.
It's nice to be able to sleep again.
I do
I
have
missed
to
it.
ask something. I know we've already done an episode on Christmas movies, but
Yeah.
what is... Right, I watched Bad Santa for the first time ever, and it's been made out constantly to me that it's like one of the funniest Christmas movies ever. It just depressed me so much. Maybe it was because of my hangover, but like, it was just a story about a train wreck of a man who gets shot.
Yeah.
Really?
I wasn't keen. I wasn't too. I mean, it's okay as a movie, but I don't think it's one of the funniest films I've ever
It was-
seen. I like
it
the.
was,
I like
it
the
was
midget.
basically a
Fun alone.
story of abuse.
Yeah, I like the midget. He's funny. Like, he gives him shit. I like when the midget shouts at him. Other than that, it's, you know. I like the fat kid as well. He's quite funny.
We love when any midget shouts at someone bigger than them.
Yeah.
If
I like
you
when
want to
you-
laugh on Christmas, you've just got to watch Home Alone 1 and 2. And just-
Absolutely. Home
That's it.
Alone was on Christmas Day. It was on TV. I rewatched it again for like the third time in a month. I don't care. It's amazing.
So I didn't actually watch it again this year. I've seen it enough times to probably quote it, but my mum really wanted to do this thing. Every Christmas when she was younger, she would used to watch this 8.5-minute episode of Tom and Jerry, which starts with like, it was the night before Christmas and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse, and then out pops little Jerry from his mouse hole. And it was really, really sweet. Like I've seen it a few times. I think my grandmother still has it on VHS, but she had all of us, like even my dad, sit around on the sofa and watch this really old school Tom and Jerry like clip. It's really, really nice. Very, very like
Innocent.
yeah. It makes a change. But then I must tell you, and you'll be proud of me, guys. My Christmas movie this year was the 1995 Ghost in the Shell film,
Hey. I like it.
which, that said though, I'm still not sure about it. I don't know.
Do you know what happens? Concisely. This is the next segment. Concisely explain exactly what happens in the Ghost of the Shell movies.
No.
You don't have to.
I kind of I kind of understood what was going on, but I just found it a bit convoluted, like more convoluted than it had to be. And the thing was though, and I can see why this film would split people so much as well, because I think it's a very well like composed animated film in terms of like its animated cinematography almost.
Yeah.
But a lot of that is like really empty frames with like nothing happening for about a minute and a half, or it's just like a pan up a pan of a reflection on the water, and you can tell it's meant to be some metaphor, but you're just looking at it for like a minute and a half. You're like, oh, all right, get on with it.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like they could have just used that to maybe flesh out the storytelling a little bit.
That's one of the things.
But
Sorry.
it's made me much more excited for the film, for the live action film, because I feel like if it's done well, it's probably going to appeal to Western markets. It's probably going to have to not be so convoluted.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to, if it's a well done film, then it's probably going to like do wonders for like modernizing such an iconic franchise while being less convoluted than the originals. But I've been told to watch the OVA series because apparently that's amazing and way better than the film and stuff. So I was just watching what was on Netflix, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say it's that literally mirrored a sentiment that one of the things I have high hopes for of the Western storytelling is that it's going to be way less convoluted and not dumbed down, but presented.
I don't think they have to.
Yeah, like presented in a simpler fashion, which I think will definitely work in its favor when it comes to like Hollywood. So that should be good. That comes out in March. That's less than 3 months away.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Oh, that's another thing to talk about. Either a Christmas come early or a Doomsday come early, for depending on your opinion. But the Naruto live action film got announced.
No, what?
What?
I have not heard anything.
Like a Japanese one or an American one?
No, American.
American.
Oh, holy shit.
No way.
To go along with the Death Note one that's in pre-production.
Isn't that a... Oh, no.
Yeah.
Holy shit, yeah, yo. I missed this? Lionsgate?
Yeah, I think so. I saw a tag. Do Warner Brothers have Death Note?
Yes.
Or they might have sold the rights to someone else now. But I saw for the Naruto film, I don't know if it's official artwork or not, but I think I saw concept art or a concept character or concept photo of Naruto, looking quite Japanese. So I can't tell if it's actually going to be what I saw or not. But you know what? Like I'm not gonna like discount it or anything or rain on its parade before it's had before rumors have been fleshed out a bit, and then I can kind of see where things are going with it. But I mean, depending on your stance, that could be Christmas comes early for some people.
For some people.
It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that it's Lionsgate is moving ahead with it, apparently. I know, so next year we'll get Ghost in the Shell. I believe the Netflix adaptation, the Death Note Netflix adaptation is coming out next year as well, so that'll be interesting to see how that does. That could really pick up steam, I think, because I feel like it could almost tap into that sort of Stranger Things kind of area if it's like 8 to 10 episodes and condense it. I feel like it would sort of pick up that steam, which would be awesome.
That's probably how it would work best.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was just like...
To support that, actually, I just finished watching a Netflix... I don't know if it's Netflix original or just Netflix endorsed, like Knights of Sidonia was, but it's called Ajin. I just finished watching that series, and that was 10 episodes. The second season airs tomorrow. so I might continue with that. But if Netflix seem like 10 episodes for an anime kind of seems to fit, then they might do that with their live actions or whatever they're doing with Death Note.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of hoping that they do, because I feel like it'd work really well with them. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll have to see anyway.
I think I've grown to trust Netflix with series now. So
yeah. To be fair, they've done more right than wrong. I'm just waiting, hopefully, with the Ghost in the Shell, Tiger and Bunny when that finally comes out. With Naruto one, hopefully this all means we'll get Dragon Ball Z Evolution 2. Dragon Ball Evolution 2.
I mean, maybe let's just not add it to and just give it a different subtitle and let it be its own thing.
Can they all be called Evolution? Can this be called Naruto Evolution, please?
I think my favorite thing to come out of Dragon Ball Evolution is that when they made it the DVD release, they called it the Z edition. So they made Dragon Ball really big and Evolution really small, but Z was huge and then Evolution really small, or Edition really small rather. So if you were not knowing what was going on, you could look at the package and think, oh boy, that DBZ movie is finally out.
Excuse me. I laughed myself into a cough. That Cards Against Humanity episode really killed my lungs. I woke up so sore from that last day. But
it was awfully funny, though.
It was funny and worth it. I would say 10 out of 10 would do again. We will do again one day.
Anyway. I'd say, no, well, because have you added all the extra cards I threw into the pot?
Not yet. I haven't touched the deck yet. I've literally, after we
that's
did that,
another good couple pages of card ideas.
Did you remember any of the ones that we wrote before?
No.
No?
Unless
I should send you that list and then you can have them.
Well, we're going to just keep adding to it month by month, and then we'll have, because we've got some good base ones, but then there was a lot of Christmas ones in there as well, because it was literally a Christmas deck, so it was good.
I'll send you. Good. I'm happy. I look forward to listening to it.
There was one card that didn't come out, and I really hope it did, but not. I was proud of it.
What was it?
It was giving cancer to children instead of coal. Oh. And I had so many times I could use it.
I had it.
Oh,
in one of the games, but I couldn't find a really good one black card to use it for.
Never mind. I had a few moments when I was like, I want this. I really want this one. But no. Never mind. Well, we're talking about the new year coming up a little. Like, we're talking about the new year, 2017. So I think we should go around the table. I think we should discuss a little bit about any resolutions or anything. Like, it doesn't have to be serious ones. Like, just any little pledges that you want to make.
I will write something. I think that's a fair resolution that I need to live up to.
That's probably good.
I've been. I take the train to work every day, to and from work. So I have about 2.5 hours of train journeys a day that I just read books on my Kindle on, and it's made me want to write so badly, but I have no time to just sit down and write. So if I find time next year, I just really want to just have a day where I sit down and just all I do is write the whole day.
That would be good. I need one of those. Sherbet.
He hasn't muted his mic accidentally, has he?
I hope not.
Maybe he just went to pee.
Maybe
he passed out drunk.
I'm not passed out drunk.
I didn't actually have anything to drink over Christmas.
You didn't?
No, because I was home and I didn't bring any alcohol. I mean, there was booze there, but it never felt like a good time.
Way too much Prosecco.
Prosecco.
It's gross. Yeah.
It's horrible and nasty, but you drink it anyway because it's Christmas. It's like,
what is Prosecco?
Fake champagne.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like a sort of cheap version of champagne, but everyone has it.
Okay. I don't know. I was thinking about getting champagne for New Year's.
Ooh, that'd be fancy. I kind of drank, but not much on Christmas Day. I started going on the rum, and then I was like, I'm hitting this too hard for a Christmas Day. I was like, this is gonna come to bite me in the ass, so I stopped immediately.
I tell you what, didn't really want to drink too much this Christmas because a couple of weeks back I had a Christmas dinner with my uni friends. It went really, really well, but 4 of us got there at 11 a.m. to help prepare all the food.
Okay.
And 11 a.m. is when we started drinking. So I think we went through like three or 4 bottles of red wine, at least 2 bottles of white, some I think 1.5 bottles of whiskey, and some gin and tonic.
That is not a good mix. That does not sound like a good
Sounds
recipe.
like a great afternoon.
This was before dinner, okay? And then continued drinking after dinner as well. And then I get a call from a couple of my homemates, and they were like, Josh, we're going to the pub. Come meet us there. I was like, oh, okay. So I went almost stumbling to the train station, pissed out my head anyway, get on a train and go to the pub afterwards and drink some more. I can't tell you the hangover the next day. Nearly killed me.
Can't imagine why. Can't imagine why you would possibly have an hangover from all of that shit.
Wine is the worst. Wine is terrible.
I know what you mean, because last year it was right before Christmas. In that week after graduation, it was still during finals, but none of us had left town yet in college. We spent the whole day drinking and watching Star Wars, and then at the end of the night, one of our other friends was like, hey, it's my birthday, come out to the bars. That was a bad decision.
It's always a bad decision. Except not at the time. You always feel like it's going to be okay, but no. I've been quite good this year. Like, this year, I've not been too bad. Like, even at our Christmas party, like, where I was saying it was free booze that they were giving all night, I was still moderating myself. And because I was playing babysitter to somebody, you know, that kind of takes away your ability to drink when you're literally there just going, come on, let's stand up, dude. Let's, maybe not lie face down on the in front of the urinal. Maybe that's not the best place to lay your face where multiple people are pissed.
I mean, in college, he was my roommate at the time. I wasn't there at the moment, but there's this kid who got drunk, stripped all his clothes off in the dorms, and passed out backwards on a toilet.
Backwards on the toilet?
Why is he riding the toilet?
Nobody knows. They just found him like that. Door hanging wide open, his ass hanging out.
It's like he didn't trust backing up and sitting down on the toilet. He's like, I'm going to mount this thing now. That's amazing.
We will ride my steed into sobriety.
I mean, I guess it may be, here's my theory, he needed a shit, but he also felt sick. So at least if he's facing that way, he can kind of angle his head. Actually, no, because you're just going to vomit all over yourself.
You would.
Maybe you'd use the cistern, but then that'd be nasty because you'd be flushing with vomit.
No, I mean, it was a flush valve, not a flush tank, so it wouldn't have done anything good anyways.
I think assuming there's any logic to this is possibly a mistake.
Yeah,
let's be honest, his life was a mistake.
Oh,
ouch.
No, fuck that guy. He was selling drugs out of our dorm room.
Who else has resolutions? Can't just be me.
Resolutions.
I preface this with an apology to Lego that I promised to write more because he's been yelling at me about it.
He likes to yell a lot at people for stuff.
Yeah, but he's more specific when it comes to what I haven't done.
Yeah, you killed that character brutally now. That's what I know. I haven't read what Lego talks about, but I know what his gripe is.
Yeah.
You killed
Isn't
someone.
it the same gripe he has about your character in Heavy Rain?
No, his gripe with mine is the fact that I wrote a character from the beginning. She's dead. It's known all along she's dead, and then there's a little flashback scene about her, fleshing her out, and then he's angry that she's dead. I was like, I can't just fairy tale it and just go, actually, here's some bullshit reason why she's alive all along. Here you go. That doesn't work that way. Not for me. There ain't no fairy tale shit. Don't know. Actually, they're alive. He doesn't like people dying, especially if it's
Seems
ladies.
like a very Lego thing to be angry about.
It was a lady.
I knew she was dead all along, but I still don't like it.
It's like, you shouldn't kill her. It's like, she's dead. She's dead, died years ago. That's what happens. Speaking of resolutions then, okay. I'm going to go out. This is going to backfire spectacularly in my face. This is going to backfire more than backing Handshakers as the best anime of 2017. But
No, that's a calculated risk.
it's going to be good. I'm still saying Handshakers is going to be amazing. It's not going to be lolly porn. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be awesome. I've got faith in it. It's going to be really interesting.
With a title like Handshakers.
Do you want me to give you this? I'll link the video to you.
I don't know, because at the moment all I'm really thinking is that it's an anime about jerking off. But I mean,
I mean, I'll link the video after this. Basically, the synopsis of it is that it's these two young-looking kids who share power by holding hands, and that's like a thing in this world. That's the established power. Is you get power from your partner by holding their hand, and then you battle that way.
ripped it off from The World Ends With You.
Which I thought was quite interesting, because I was like, I want to see some fight scenes on how, like, you know, if you're holding somebody's hand, is it going to be like Soul Eater, where someone transforms into a weapon? I don't think it's like that. But I was like, that's kind of interesting handicap.
That could be some really good choreography, though.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I'm looking for, because I was like, that's an interesting handicap to impose on yourself. It's like, okay, these people have to be glued to each other. How do we make this interesting?
There's something like that in Twin Star Exorcist where they get powered up by holding each other's hands.
So, been listening to too much.
Yeah, but that show was garbage.
Fuck you, I'm still watching it.
Oh,
For the boobs, right?
it's
Not
replaced.
really
Bleach.
that many.
Don't believe you. Not after that first episode.
Maybe he's
We're
just
talking about the same
desensitized.
show?
He's just desensitized to it.
I mean, there was that one like random anime in Persona that was just a dancing couple, but they held a sword together in one hand and kind of just waltzed.
Yeah, I like that. Anime.
I thought that was a really cool design, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure you can make a show out of that.
No, we'll see. But yeah, fuck Handshakers. Don't really. Anime of 2017. Handshakers. It's coming up. It's going to be good. Wait for the first impression. There we go. First pledge to make Manimal happy. I will do a first impression for the winter season. That is a New Year's resolution for me.
Just
Manimal.
Just one first impression.
At least one. One in first impression. Maybe more. If we see, we might get round to doing some. Probably not, but I will do at least one for Manimal, because he's been nailing them out, and any help is gladly appreciated, as I know full well from doing them before. Manimal's not quite as lazy as me, so, you know, he's not too bad with doing them, but New Year's resolution, I will do that. And also, I'm going to hold the hand up high. I pledge to have a light novel of some description, at least the first draft, fully finished and on its way to publication.
Oh,
At the end of the year, 31st December 2017, I will have a first draft, at least, of a light novel done, finished, and maybe in several second draft or something. It's going to be somewhere in the final stages before it needs to go to publication.
Best of luck. I
That
look
is
forward to it.
A hefty promise, but I'm sticking with it. I feel like if we set goals high, we can only fail miserably.
My goal was before LAGC, but that's not going to happen. So
I'm giving myself 12 months, not 2. Well, it's not even 2, it's the beginning of February, so...
So you literally have a month. Well, I guess we're flying out on the 1st, so...
I will be...
good luck.
it's
Holy
not. It's
shit.
not happening. I'm not even going to pretend it's going to happen. So, yeah, shame. But best of luck, Vacant. Best of luck.
Thank you very much. I will hopefully make good on this promise. If I don't, you can all hold this recording over me and laugh. And I don't know.
We can all be your editors. You just send us copies to proofread, and then that way we kind of hold you to some time frame.
Yeah,
We'll be like, it's terrible. Write it again.
I would only accept critique if it's in the same voice as the editor that of where Peter Parker works. Is it the Daily Prophet that he works at?
Jay,
Daily Prophet.
get us off my desk. I need more pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I want pictures of Voldemort. He's out there killing muggles and you're in here? Parker, get out there.
It's not Daily Prophet. Daily Prophet is Harry Potter. What the fuck am I on about? Daily... What the hell's it? I don't know, whatever. Harry Potter, the third Harry Potter film was on. That must have been what it was at work today.
Didn't you see Spider-Man's cameo in the third film?
Yeah, he swings in very briefly. That's what explains the whole time travel thing, you see. It's just Spider-Man coming in, saving the day. He just slings a web and gets the hippogriff to safety and all the Dementors.
My Patronus is Spider-Man. Oh, that was...
The only problem is it's really sucky all the time.
That was one thing we did when I was at my aunt's house. One of my cousin's daughters is going through her Harry Potter phase.
Mm-hmm.
And so she got like a Ravenclaw robe set and tie and cardigan because she's a huge Harry Potter fan right now, as she's about that age.
Yeah.
And so everyone in the family, for whatever reason, made a Pottermore account and got their Sorting Hat house quiz.
Oh, that's
And it was
cool.
just fun to see everyone in the family telling what they got.
What were you sorted into?
I am still Hufflepuff.
You're Hufflepuff. I would have put you as a Gryffindor. I'm not going to lie.
No, too mainstream.
Too mainstream for me. I liked Hufflepuff.
Did you get your
for it was
Patronus?
cool.
I got mine the other day.
Okay, my account, which I started like the first week that Pottermore came out, is no longer active because I didn't get on in the following 2, 3, 4 years after that.
You can recover it. That's what I did to mine.
I don't know what my name was, but I'll go and search that out again. I do want to see what my Patronus is.
What was yours, Coryn?
See, I turned out my Patronus is some sort of cat.
Just a cat.
It's something cat. I looked it up. It's basically a large house cat of some
Is it a
description.
Nekomimi?
No, it's not.
No,
That's
that's
Lego.
Lego.
Sure as hell isn't Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's not Spider-Man.
I told you what my Patronus is.
Legos is a Nekomimi. Mine is a
I
Nigerian
keep
man.
finding people who have a disproportionate, like, why is my Patronus a rat?
Yeah. Just really angry about that fact. Mine's a Nigerian guy
Wouldn't you be?
who shouts "Ogar." So when you go, "Expecto Patronum, Ogar," and it echoes, it'd be really good.
Get out of here, you bastards! And the Dementors just waltz away.
You bastards, get out of here, Ogar! Stop trying to take his soul. Sorry if that was offensive to anyone. Poor accent. Also, I've only just realised as well. I realised last time I was editing the Happy Hour is that the intro, like the sound intro that is mine, because obviously I mixed up and use different ones. Like I use Sherbet's or Coryn's, but I'll put mine in sometimes. I only just realised that one ends with Ogar. And I did it for the particular episode, and which was about 50 episodes ago, and now I've totally forgotten. So God knows how many of them just have Ogar.
Oh, dozens. I mean, it's firmly ingrained now in our listener psyche.
I was like, should I change that? Oh, I don't know, fuck it. Just leave it. At this point, it's gone too far. But, you know, maybe we'll record new ones. I don't know. We need an air one. And we need a noisy one as well. And we need a Lego one. We need loads of them. How about you, Sherbet? Have you mentioned any resolutions or anything like that?
Chop.
I think we lost Sherbet.
Uh-oh. He may have possibly fell asleep.
I think that's
On his
possible.
keyboard.
Yeah.
We're
Sherbet.
gonna get messages that later that's just like 3,000 G's in a row.
Sherbet.
I know I would love to start and finish a project. I don't know what it is. It may be one I've already had in mind. It could just be some random new thing that pops up. But I want to do something. Set the bar low. Just call it something.
So your New Year's resolution is, I like how many of ours is to just get something done. Just do something.
I think at the very, very least, I'd like to try and feel like I have something to take back to the forum again.
Yeah.
And I have ideas for what I'd like to do, but it's just about finding time to sit down and do enough to actually then spend time on the forum again. Because I feel like the best posts are ones you work on a little bit. So I don't know. I'd like to kind of have stuff to take there again.
Yeah, you feel like you're contributing. I know what you mean.
I don't want to just like post for the sake of seeing my own words. It's like the internet equivalent of liking the sound of your own voice. I don't like that idea. So when I have something clever to say, intelligent, which might be never. I'm just gonna fair warn. I don't know how intelligent I will be, but yeah, I'd like to come back.
You can come back into the cold, out of the cold, not into the cold.
Out of the cold, into the cold.
Come in from the cold into the freezing chasm that is known as the Manga Raiders Forum. No one's paid the heating bill in years. It's very cool down here. But never mind. We may have lost Sherbet. I don't know. He's still technically here, but there's not any sound. He may have finally passed out in a drunken stupor. Maybe that's me being stereotypical. If that is, I'm sorry. Apologies to any Scottish person who found that offensive.
Maybe he's passed out from a need of sleep because he just works so hard.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that one, actually. Yeah, that sounds better to me.
Be nice to him.
Yeah, we love Sherbet. It's weird saying that because
after all,
I can see his little face there, like on his profile. I love you, Sherbet. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to speak to you. He might come back on. He might wake up. I don't know. Maybe he's just gone away. Who knows? Well, I think this is as good a time as any to end the show. We've been going about 1 hour and 15. Has anyone else got anything they wanted to touch on? Or
I am good.
Yeah.
Nope. Everyone's favorite Christmas present this year.
Ooh.
or weirdest Christmas present. I got a book from my mum called The Very Hungover Caterpillar. It's a parody of The Very Hungry Cat.
I like it.
I don't know why she bought it for me. I don't know what she's trying to say, but it beats the a few years ago my grandmother came back from Thailand, from a holiday in Thailand with my aunt, and for Christmas she bought us boxer shorts.
Okay.
And she was like, I wouldn't usually buy you underwear, guys, but I thought these were so useful. Look, they have a little pocket. My grandmother, being the innocent flower, didn't realise that it was a condom pocket. So she bought my brother's boxes with condom.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, little old man. Bless her.
But yeah, so those are my weirdest presents.
This year I got, I guess, weirdest present. I got a beard bib, which is ridiculously good, and useful.
It sounds really useful.
It's exactly like, do you know when you go and get your hair cut, and they put the little cape on you, like the apron thing, and they tie it around your neck? It's one of them, but it has suction cups on the bottom, and you suction cup it to the wall or to the mirror, and then it just like droops down, and that catches all of the trimmings while you shave, like when you're using an electric razor.
No more freaking having to clean out the sink.
Exactly. You just literally dump it in the bin. It's brilliant. I was like, what is this? And then as soon as I used it, I was like, this is amazing. It's one of them things that you would never buy yourself in a million years, but it's an awesome gift.
Yeah.
That does sound useful, and I do have to shave tonight. Or I don't know. I might not, because I might only be like one of 2 people in the office this week.
Nah, don't worry. Phone it in. It's Christmas. I might actually lose my beard because
Phone it in. I'm not shaving this week, guys.
yeah.
No, I have to shave my head though. Coming up soon though.
Nah, let that grow out for LAGC.
No. I'm shaving it for LAGC.
Okay. As in an act of solidarity, I might shave my head as well.
No, don't go in as an act of all solidarity because there's purpose behind it.
What is the purpose?
Because I have just bought
a cowboy hat. Please say it's a 10-gallon cowboy hat. Come on.
No, yellow.
No, it's not a cowboy hat.
A yellow onesie and red washing up gloves. Please say it's that.
Oh my god.
I have just bought one of these.
Yes. I love
What
it.
is
amazing. For anyone who doesn't know what, I'll link it in the description below. But it is a Saitama Opie hoodie. That'll look amazing.
So, I'm going to shave. I'm going to shave my head. I'm going to thin out my eyebrows, and I'm going to go to LAGC as Saitama.
That's amazing.
Everyone there will love you.
There will be so many Saitamas there.
I guarantee you will have people wanting to take pictures with you. 100%.
I hope so.
That'd be brilliant. I can't wait. And now it'll come with a cowboy hat. I don't care if you didn't buy it. It's just law now.
It has just appeared upon his head.
I gotta buy one of those now for the sake of this joke, don't I?
You do. All I want to see is just an image of you getting off a plane. Like, someone needs to film somehow, some way. Film you getting off a plane with a cowboy hat on. Just with an American flag, like, stapled to the suitcase. I don't know why.
So wait, let me see if I can find the picture that I was hoping to get a suit for. I don't know.
Oh. Well, we'll wrap up. It's been a really nice after Christmas episode. Sorry we didn't get to any awards, but you know, it's Christmas, it's busy. We just
Brilliant.
It's a Stars and Stripes suit, which would have looked very, very good. That's amazing. I would love to have seen that. Yeah, it's been a very.
You would have been
episode.
such an odd pair coming off the plane if you were wearing those different outfits at the same time.
Excuse me, could you direct me to the Queen? We have urgent business. I am the King of America.
And this is this is the might of the armed forces. Saitama. Oh, God. Well, it has been a very, very good episode. I've enjoyed it, and I hope everyone else has. And I'd like to say I hope everyone's enjoyed Christmas. Happy New Year. And this is the last happy hour of 2016. It's been fucking insane, the amount that we've had to do, but it's been fun. Huge shout out to, again, Manimal, who's not here, but he's made a lot of shows happen, and he's, kept the ship steady. And here's a toast to 2017, which will hopefully be even bigger and better. We're going to see more Noisy, because he promised at the beginning. And
I promised.
It's going to be bigger and better than ever. And, here.
Oh.
Pardon me.
Cheers.
I tried to drink and burped. Didn't work. But yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Make sure you like and subscribe and do all that shit on Twitter. And just do just fucking anything. Just Google us and literally like everything you see. Because, that'll make me happy. That'll give me a little boner. And on that note...
Just a little boner, not a full boner.
Not a full one.
We're ending 2016.
That was my plan all along. Give you a boner.
Stay tuned for 2017. Let's see if I pop to semi. Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go.
Bring in the new year with half a chub.